Ma, no PPT, is it? Did you?
No, ma'am. You can just start introducing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. And on behalf of the University of Transdisciplinary Health Sciences and Technology, Bengaluru, we invite you all and we wish you happy Onam. And on a festival day, you all could take your time to join all of us. So we profusely thank each one and all, and the amount of response that we are getting every webinar, from bottom of our heart, we thank you. So there are a few guidelines. Kindly mute yourself throughout the time so that the speaker is having no disturbance. And if at all you have any questions, please drop it in the chat box. Every participant would be sent an email of participation at the end of the program. So with this, I would like to just say a few words on TDU. TDU started its journey in '93 as an NGO, FRLHT. And from there on, we have been working on research, academics, and outreach. And that experience has made us to now start a state university. And in this domain, we have been working on taxonomy, conservation. We have established a database on medicine plants of India. We have a detailed database on Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, Swarikpa, and homeopath. And we do work on sustainable harvest studies and conduct a threat assessment program, which is very important for the conservation of medicine plants, to get a prioritized list of species that needs to go for the conservation. We are also working on ethnobotany and PBR work. And we have several centers. These centers are working from food and nutrition to genomics, aerobiology, bioinformatics, ethnoveterinary, local health and traditions, and clinical research. The campus has a beautiful garden, which is having more than 1,500 medicine plants, and a unique herbarium on its campus, which has more than 50,000 water specimens corresponding to 4,000 medicine plant species. We do have a Roderick repository, which has more than 4,000 samples. And this program is hosted on behalf of Center of Conservation of Natural Resources. We are now launching a unique MSc in conservation practice. This is a joint program by TDU and ATRI. The students who are interested, you can definitely contact us. So with this, I would like to now introduce our speaker. First of all, we have to thank Dr. Radhakrishnan. Being Onam, sir has been very kind to join us and deliver the talk. Dr. Radhakrishnan Nair is a taxonomist and a hardcore ethnobotanist. He visualizes ethnobotany being taken as an applied form for the benefit of society and conservation of natural resources. He retired on 31st July 2021 as a principal scientist from the Division of Ethnomedicine and Ethnopharmacology from JN TBGRI, Palod, Kerala. He has conducted several extensive surveys in the tribal and folk communities of Western Ghats, especially in Kerala state and Lakshadweep Island, which resulted in documentation of several new and hitherto unknown uses of the number of plant species as they were used for food, medicine, shelter, artifact, fiber, and other material requirements. He has designed action-oriented programs related to ethnobotany, especially for social and economic upliftment. He is also engaged in propagation of subject ethnobotany in various sections of society in Kerala state and outside. Sir has been engaged in team and multi-institutional research, a collaborative research he was involved with NBRI Lucknow, which also resulted in a process patent on a critically endangered endemic monotypic species, Atlaria salicifolia, for anti-ulcer. Now, this has played a very significant role in the progress of Jawaharlal Nehru Tropical Botanical Garden and Research Institute. So has also played a significant role in the progress of State Medicine Plant Board Kerala, SNPB, by implementing various projects of the board funded by National Medicine Plant Board, New Delhi, and state government while on deputation and make it useful to various stakeholders. The most important is the project Gruha Chaitanya, one neem and one curry leaf in each household of Kerala was conceived during his period as CEO SMPB, which has completed the third phase. And he has been very well appreciated for this effort. And he is one of the signatory for the formation of SMPB. This is a registered society in 2009. And Sir has presented and attended more than 150 regional, national, international seminars, symposium, workshops, etc. Sir has several awards to his credit, and I just want to mention the latest one is Asia Pacific Excellence Award for Lifetime Achievement, which was received in July 2021. It is jointly given by Asia Pacific Chamber of Commerce, Belgrade Education Private Limited, and Commonwealth Vocational University Kingdom of Tonga and Global Education and Research Alliance. And just to conclude about Sir, in every sphere of learning, from hardcore research to action-oriented program, he has been actively involved, and he believes that there has to be a benefit to the society in one form or another. So with this brief introduction, I now hand over the platform to Dr. K Radhakrishnan ji. Sir, please.
Thank you, madam, for the nice words. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you put the slide mode? Slide mode?
I have opened it. I have opened it now.
In the corner, sir, you will see near the 71%, there's a button. That button, if you press.
Hourglass?
Right corner.
Hourglass.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Little towards the left, yeah.
This one.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. 71%, eh?
Left. The button beside it.
Slideshow, sir?
Yes,
yes,
correct.
yes. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect, sir.
Thank you, Madam Nuri, for the nice words. Because more than words, I believe in our association with everybody. And I know that TDU is organizing. I am in good relation with TDU. That is before TDU was established with the FRLST since 1991, 92. Because when FRLST was coming up, the herbarium work was given to me for assisting them for the institute. So I have got very good relations with the FRLST as well as now TDU. And let me thank you, first of all, for giving me an invitation for presenting this one. Today, you know, is the main day of Onam. But since I have given the date and time, I cannot withdraw. But on the other hand, I see it as a good sign, a good omen for today, because it's a very important day. And so let me, without losing much time, I'm starting my presentation. This is the first slide you saw. This is a very important temple in the forest, the Tirunelli temple, bordering Kerala and Karnataka, the Vishnu temple, and it's also one of the Brahma temple. That is why this portion of the Western Ghats is known as the Brahmagiri Hills. Lots of wildlife, elephants, wild boars, everything are there. So you can see the sholas on the upside. On the other side is Karnataka. So let me start with this slide. This is just for, since it is a starting of the program, we have to say something about ethnobotany. So these are some of the terms coined by the American scientist Joe W. Harshberger in 1896. I was very fascinated when I got that paper, the first paper from NBRI. NBRI scientists helped me to get it. Dr. Goyal is there, Dr. Sikawar is there. So I got this very important paper from the NBRI library. It is used as the plants used by the primitive and aboriginal people. Nowadays, I don't think that this word aborigine can be used. And then another person I always have a deep respect is Dr. Schultz from the Harvard University, Richard Ivan Schultz, 1941, study of relations which exist between humans and ambient vegetation. Then Wickens, plants prior to commercialization and eventual domestication. This will come sometime after, I will show you. And our Jain sir, Dr. S.K. Jain, direct relationship of plants with man. So simply telling, it is the traditional relationship between plants and man is ethnobotany. Here it comes. See, one thing I have to tell you is that we are taking, especially for the teacher's point of view, I'm telling, still they don't know what is ethnobotany. Frankly telling, they say that ethnobotany is equal to medicinal plants. Yeah, this is the reality now happening. Ethnobotany is equal to medicinal plants. But due to our awareness programs, things have been changed, and we have made a new syllabus, 2020 syllabus we contributed for the ethnobotany. Now, this is the, in our college days, we studied only economic botany. We don't know ethnobotany. Now, see, the difference between ethnobotany and economic botany. One is traditional and one is commercial. That is important. So when you use care in the raw form, it will be traditional. When it is modified or made in industries, then it became commercialized. So that is the difference between ethnobotany means used traditionally by man, whereas economic botany is the when it is commercially used. And now this is about coming on to Kerala. I'm not entering into the national scene because it will take a lot of time. Since we are concentrating on Kerala, this is the picture of Kerala. You know, Kerala is called the God's own country because such a fascination of nature from the highlands, grassland, sholas, everything, midlands and coastal areas, all ecosystems exist in Kerala. That is the good thing, though it is a very small state with 3.2 crore population. So this is the about endemism is high, or 22% of the flora is endemic. Now, these are some of the earlier ethnobotanical works conducted in Kerala, and it was my favorite Bhattasar from the CCRS earlier. He was in me, so he has conducted the ethnobotanical studies were conducted in Silent Valley and Idiki. Then Professor Manilal, our all and all of the Indian Association for Angiosperm Taxonomy, he has conducted on the rices of Malabar, and then Nagendra Prasad sir and Abraham on the Naiades of. These are the initial works on ethnobotany. Then this one, Vishwanathan sir, he was the director of Kirtas. He has conducted this work. He was mainly an anthropologist. He has conducted this work on the tribal health and medicine in Kerala. Then P.K. Sudha Devi from the College of Horticulture, Vallanikara, Thrissur. Then my colleague, he is in FRST, TDU, Jawahar, has conducted on the Malapandal tribes of South Kerala. Then my friend Binu from TBGRI, Pathanamthitta. Then another friend, Nasuddin from TBGRI. Myself, Palakkad and Wayanad districts. Tribals of Chinnar by Sanjeev. These are some of the important persons, papers or PhDs, works done on the ethnobotany of Kerala. I have conducted the work in, this is the, in the slide, I have been with this AICRP since 1987. I was very interested in field work actually. I am very much like to taxonomy. Taxonomy is my favorite subject. So this from when Pushpangal sir came there, so he started the AICRP project in Kerala, and actually Dr. Pushpangal's work has started the ethnobotanical work in Kerala. So we have collected, at that time I have conducted our team led by Dr. Pushpangal, Dr. Asher, we have conducted from the this ASAP work from all the states of Kerala, from Trivandrum to Kasaragod. Now, these are the details. The contribution of Dr. Pushpangadan, the chief coordinator, he was the chief coordinator, All India coordinator of the All India Coordinator Research Project on Ethnobiology. And after that, ethnobotany syllabi came into the university. That's disturbance.
I request the participants to please mute. Kindly don't unmute yourself.
Please be serious, huh? Okay. Now, this I have to say in the last, as I have looking at that, these points, what that is need for a qualities for a good ethnobotanist. You see, ethnobotanist is not a simple thing. It's a very difficult work. It is one of the difficult work we have a scientist has to face, because we are dealing with so many people. I know that in Andhra Pradesh, our scientists have encountered with the Naxalites. See, such a tough situation. We are dealing with humans, so it is very important. So we should have a leadership quality. A person with a leadership quality can be a good ethnobotanist. Second, he had to face the situation, because I cannot explain. I already told you that these things are moving like a movie in my mind. It is not read from books, real life lessons. Okay, so I have encountered so many things during my work. So though I went there as a botanist, I became a sociologist, I became an anthropologist. In that phase has gone. So this is very important. So proper coordination. Actually, ethnobotany is a teamwork. But because it has to have some a group of people should be involved. Next, we have to have a rapport with various stakeholders. We are dealing with the people. We cannot say the primitive. We are dealing with the tribals. We are dealing with various officers of the tribal department, forest department, police force, outsiders, intruders. See, and animals. I have encountered with the king cobra 3 times. I was chased by the elephants 4 or 5 times in the Western Ghats forest. Yeah, encountered with some what is called robbers. I have encountered with them for disturbing the tribal communities. But though I went to study for ethnobotany, I also involved in these problems and corrected with the help of the government. Okay, so these things will also happen. So as far as a botanist, we should be a good taxonomist and have some basic general knowledge. Okay. Now, these are the things in my survey. What I have done is that we have done on the basis of a format. The format is that's all. But other than that, I have worked. My work is concentrated on the tribal communities of Western Ghats, as well as the folk communities of Kerala in different projects. Also, I have worked in the Lakshadweep Islands, and the papers are all there. Then this one, traditional knowledge persons contacted and recorded their information. It is not easy for us to record, because we should have an interpreter, we should have a guide. So before going to these people, we cannot go straight away to these people. We have to have a connector with them. After that, we should live as one among them. That was my way of approach. You see, I live as one among them. So not only myself, my team, may I tell that. And whatever we have documented, we have cross-checked with various groups or various knowledgeable persons. That is very important. Cross-checks. Okay. So in fact, there is a etymology, that is the naming of names of plants. We have got some 14, one plant having 14 local names. See, one plant having 14 local names in Kerala itself. This is very important. So when you go to one district, the name will be different. So in each district, the names will be different. So it is very important to note the local names. And may I tell you about the herbarium specimens? I have collected nearly 4,000 herbarium sheets, of which nearly 2,000 sheets were deposited in TBGRI herbarium. My friend Rajkumar, who is now heading the taxonomic division, told me just 2 days before the retirement day that Radhakrishnan is very happy to see that your sheets are perfectly all right. Then I told him to digitize all these things. Otherwise, in the long run, maybe because it's all about very rare plants. So I'm extremely happy that my sheets are in perfect condition in JNTBGRI herbarium. And now these are the Western Ghats areas. The Western Ghats, see different types of forest type, as already I have told you, from the grasslands, the sholas, the rainforests, evergreen forest, semi-evergreen forest, moist deciduous forest, dry deciduous forest, and so on. So these are Western Ghats. This is another view, a close-up view of the Western Ghats for how dense our forests are and how rich the plant diversity, the biodiversity is. And this is 1993-94 C in the Tirunelli area where we are. You see, this is the teamwork. And in the front, my guide, he is a knowledgeable tribal person. Now he is no more. That is very important, because when they die, the knowledge also goes. That is very important in ethnobotanical work. And see my team in the jungles of Tirunelveli, Wayanad district. See, this is how I am discussing with the tribal chieftains. These two people are no more, but I have documented their information with their blessings. You know, anything I receive from them is for them only, not for my personal thing. It is the society, because they should be given the first priority. I will tell you one thing. They tell me that, sir, we like to live our own way of life, especially the elders. So then note your concrete structures, which is now being built inside the forest areas. So these things, what they have said, I have told it to the government. So some small things are happening. So because I'm a small person, we are a small person. When the government is compared, we are all very small persons. So we can only suggest them. These are the ideas provided by these tribal leaders. See, this is just not showing the person. You see, this is the Adian tribe of Wayanad district. I cannot show everyone because there are about 36 tribal communities in Kerala, so I cannot show anyone. But I will show you some groups and how to identify them. So these are the Adian tribe. Mainly they are farm workers or not goat rearers, sheep rearers, etc. Yes, see, I told you the difference. This is they are the Kuruchiyar tribe of Wayanad district. They, you know, in the one national competition for archery, one representative has gone. You can see the hairstyle. They are said to be the Nair warriors of Kerala. Or they were driven into the forest and became a tribal group. They are called the Brahmins of the forest. This untouchability, etc., were existing in that in the tribe among tribals. So they are called the Brahmins of the forest. And they are very knowledgeable persons on medicine and everything. All are knowledgeable. And these are some of the Kuruchiyar physicians of. They are also no more. You can see the dhoti or the sari worn by that woman. We can identify that blue dress. Some tribes they wear it on the left side, some on the right, some they will around their chest. In that way, we can identify which tribal group it is. So this is these are Kuruchiyar physicians from Wayanad. And another one, see the difference. They are called the Paneer Tribe. They are the workers, laborers. See their color and all these things. They are said to be related to the pygmies of Africa. They are very short and dark in complexion. So these things also we have to identify. So some anthropology and all these things. See how beautiful their huts merging with nature. In these places, due to mismanagement, we are building concrete structures. See how their huts, their homes are merging with the nature. The elder tribal people tell to me, sir, please, we like to live in this one, because they can adjust to these surroundings only. So here it is made up of, the roof is thatched with hay, and they used to cow dung to see how beautiful the surroundings are. This is a Kuruchiyar hut. Again, now coming to some of the medicines, ethnomedicine species of I cannot show you all the details because there are some restrictions. So this one, Anaphyllum whitey, Areaceae, which is used against piles, it is used everywhere. Almost all group use this. In Thiruvananthapuram, the Kani tribe also use this one. Yes, this is another one, Carrea arborea. You know, it's very good for indigestion. The bark is used for stem bark. And also when you go to the forest, when you are bitten by the leeches, we used to have a paste of it and rub over our foot so that the leech won't attack. Another interesting thing about this thing is that the fruits are big of Carrea arborea. If it is boiled, it is boiled and given to dogs, they say that the teeth will go away. When a dog comes to bite you, when you throw these fruits, and if the dog bites, the teeth will be removed. And this is Clerodendron viscosum. It's a very common plant in the forest as well as, but now it is rare in the towns and cities. It is one of the best plant against intestinal bleeding. For bleeding, this is one of the best plant. Okay, Clerodendron viscosum verbenaceae. This is, as you know, is the threatened species, a lioness, lion, that is woody climber, known as Cocinium fenestratum of the family Spermaceae. I have seen these uses I have seen for headache. They used to just make into a paste and rub on the forehead against headache, and it is used against skin diseases. This is it will flower very rarely, Cocinium. So this is the flowers of Cocinium fenestratum. And this is Piper longum, used for respiratory problem. It is grows wild in, it's an important medicinal plant in Ayurvedic industry also. So this is Piper longum. It is in evergreen and most evergreen forests. It will be growing in the wild condition. And it's the famous Revolvia serpentina. I have seen it naturally growing in the summer, evergreen and dry and moist deciduous forests. Moist deciduous forests, this Revolvia serpentina, Apocynaceae. The thing is that they use when you have intestinal pain, you can take a small bit of root. That there lies the importance. You should not take a big one, very, very small, otherwise you will fall down. That is the power of this plant, and it is used against snake bite. And this is, Artemisia nilgiri astraceae. In Wayanad there are malaria. Malaria fever is there. Against malaria, this plant is being used. Artemisia nilgiri. But there is another disease, I forget the name, sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia is prevalent there. So that is a very important, dangerous disease. This is Croteva magna, Capalaceae, seen usually on the river banks. So it is also, the bark is used against headache. We have used it. I am a person used traditional medicine. I am not speaking. Frankly telling, I am a person who is using traditional medicine. Now, this is another important, very important plants, Udo uncanda. Again, against malaria, because that area, the malaria is very common in the high ranges. And see, this is the Madam Noorin earlier mentioned. We got this process patent, Atlaria salicifolia of the family Periplocaceae. See the habitat. See the habitat of this. Only now some 1,500 to 1,500 species exist. Only in India, nowhere in the world. In Kerala, Karnataka boundary, only this plant is found. Tamil Nadu boundary, only this is found. And see the area it is found, the altitude it is found, where we can see only this Atlaria gardens. It has got some 5 kilo of tubers. The tubers are the important part. And now coming to the edibles. See, this is a very rare, you might have not, it's that Artocarpus govaceanus of the Moraceae. The fruits are edible. This is a new record. A new information. Now this is Chrysophilum roxburghi, Sapotaceae. The fruits, edible fruits are, ripe fruits are edible. And about Sumba pogon flexuosus. They are used as a substitute for trees. If you have some leaves boiled in water in the early morning, you don't need any food. They are telling like that. It's very good. It will make you very active. So this is Sumba pogon flexuosus. Now this is Fluttershy montana. We used to eat these edible fruits. So many things. I have identified some 135 species and nearly 367 medicinal plants from my work here. So we used to eat this also. So many other Phoenix farnifera. There's another thing. We used to eat all these things while we were traveling in the forest. And coming here, see, you have seen earlier how beautiful is the array. This is said to be one of the very much people are interested in this thing. How this from the Pantana leaves and Abrus precatorius and beeswax, this is used. When the ear becomes bigger and bigger, the ring will also become bigger and bigger. There is another ear ring, same like this one, but don't have Abrus precatorius or beeswax. It is known as Kadola. This one is known as Chudumani. How beautiful. See, these to be conserved, these to be encouraged. And this kind of articles should be utilized for the good of this society, to be linked with tourism. We can give them as souvenirs. Those who are, you know, the example of what is called boomerang from Australia. When I went to Australia, I got a souvenir boomerang. They are selling for 18 Australian dollars. Why can't we do this? India, with a rich of handicrafts, artifacts, and all these things. We are speaking, we are publishing papers, but at the end, what is the output? What is the benefit to the tribal people or the folk people or anyone? So because it is their job, this handicrafts and artifacts are all their job. So those who are hearing my speech, please, if you can initiate any action, I am taking the action from our end. My team is taking the action from our own end. Don't worry. But we have to see, because TDU can also take an important role in this one, especially bamboos, reeds, and all these things. For the benefit of the benefit should reach to the original people. That is very important. Yes, another one, Poix Lacrima jovi. It is known as the job tears of the family Poaceae. The seeds of this plant are used to wear as a necklace. Now, for fish stupefaction, seeds of Erythrina stricta of the family Fabaceae, they are used. Seeds for fish stupefaction. That is, I'm sorry, drinking some water. For fish stupefaction, Erythrina, this is Stellaria carolensis, where the stem is crushed and used for making ropes. Stellaria carolensis Fabaceae. And this is Musenda bellila of the family Rubiaceae. You see how best it can be used as a shampoo. These flowers can be used as a shampoo, as well as the leaves are used as a floor polish. How beautiful, shining when it is used. I have seen it. That's why I'm telling. And this is all about the tribal part. And now I am moving. The title is some difference, but this is I have the first time in Kerala the coastal ethnobotany part, the ethnobotany of coastal areas where the fishermen and all this they are going. So, in the as far as the tribals are concerned, I have conducted a general survey. Our team has conducted a general survey from Trivandrum to Kasaragod districts, and myself, I concentrate mostly on Wayanad and Palghat districts of Kerala. Then the other thing that I cannot show you, the Lakshadweep Island, that I cannot show you, sorry, I cannot show you. Then third one, this one is the recent one. Before I left for State Medicinal Plus Board, I have been doing this one. See how on the ethnobotany of coastal areas of Kerala, we will have we work at the Grama Panchayat level. See, we are meeting discussion with the chairperson. For example, one municipality, Paravur, then we will get all the information. Who are the traditional persons are there, the Vaidyas and everyone. We will collect. Hello? Anything? Any problem?
No, sir.
Yes, there was some disturbance, that's why. So we will discuss with them. See, we are documenting the information from the fisherman community, and we are, so this is from an area known as Varkala, Chirayankire, Paravur, etc. Mayanad. My students are collecting the field collection for the herbarium. This is a very important slide. You see, this is how an ethnobotanical or ethnomedicinal work should be conducted. You see, Samba Shivan Vaidya in his herbal show, he is actually an MD person in Ayurveda, but his forefathers, see, Velayathan Vaidya, he was a traditional Vaidya. So we collected the history of his forefathers and the fourth level. Up to the fourth level, we have collected the details, and still he is maintaining these things. See, Angadi Patti, where the medicines, the raw medicines were stored, traditional box with chambers for storage of true drugs. Still, it is here. It's a great thing. And then you can see Chrysophilum, Ethnophyllum. It is the tree of the coastal area in Kerala. See, it is an indicator tree. So we have published some papers, and I was interviewed by the Hindu as well as the Gulf Indian International News Magazine. And after this news came, it was raised in the parliament on the about the coastal plants by an MP from Kerala. So we got a starred question from them, and we have answered for the conservation of 65 species in the coastal areas. Not bring, we say mangrove, that thing, this thing. Why? Mangroves are not found everywhere. It is found in certain fixed areas. Nature has identified the places for mangroves. We should not bring an exotic. If a mangrove habitat is lost, what we have to do is we have to plant that species only. We should not introduce one. Then it will be an exotic. This is the basic thing for conservation. So introduce only the native species or the suited species. That is real conservation. So you see, we have identified some Bacopa, Monera patches, Brahmi. I think in North India it is called Centella Hydrocotyle asiatica. Both have got the same medicinal power. But Bacopa, we have identified these habitats, and after our work, we will give a list to the Panchayat to conserve these areas. This is in situ implementation we are doing, not writing something and going away. We, after completing the work, we will go there and have a discussion with the Panchayat authorities and say that these are your very sensitive areas. You have to take action to conserve these areas. These Brahmi patches are the huge patches. If it is low, see what will happen. That is what the pandemic is teaching us. Be aware. The present pandemic is teaching us to return to nature, to take a nature-centric approach instead of a human-centric approach. It is very important. Otherwise, it won't go. I think, from my view, it is a virus with a difference. Okay. Now we are. It is not proper to say that at this time, but you see, astrology. Earlier I don't have any belief in them, but see, astrology, astronomy, all are sciences. Now I understand very well. We have to learn all these things. Very correct. What things are they are telling? Okay, that's another part. If you are interested, you can answer. But though I am a plant scientist, I am now turned into a multidisciplinary level. Actually, the whole our system is being changed. It's changing. That's very important. Egos, money is not at all a problem nowadays. Okay. Okay, now, Kadal Kurupa, see, Lania sarmentosa. This plant I have identified from the Lakshadweep Islands. It is used as a famine food there. It is used as a famine food from the Asteraceae family, but it has got latex. But for that, they will boil it and then use it. It is a famine food, and it is also available in our coast also. Now, it is coming as a conclusion. Ethnobotany is an action-oriented program of research which needs intensive field and laboratory-oriented works. The fruits of research are applicable directly to the society, from conservation of natural resources to development of novel compounds and products. Kerala, a land of rich biodiversity, should utilize the precious ethnobotanical wisdom before they are lost forever as a result of modernization, urbanization, acculturation, deforestation, etc., for a social and economical upliftment. Particularly in this era of intellectual property rights and patents, I wish to add one more is the pandemic is there. So we are all returning to nature. So, and these are some of the important institutes working on ethnobotany in Kerala: the Tropical Botanic Garden and Research Institute, the Kerala Forest Research Institute, PG, Thrissur, the National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resources, Thrissur, the Regional Research Institute, Drug Research, CCRS, Government of India, Pujapura, Trivandrum, where I started my work, the Ayurveda Research Institute, Pujapura, Trivandrum. These are some, and also, I don't think Rajiv Gandhi is not working. They are on the very sophisticated level, but these are our important major institute. The TBGRI's name has some years back has changed into the Jawaharlal Nehru Tropical Botanic Garden and Research Institute. Okay. See, I don't want to say anything. Actually, I didn't have to say anything about ethnobotany or see. These words will speak. Professor Richard Evans Schultz, one of the greatest ethnobiologists of all times from the Harvard University, USA. He died at the age of 91. I think that's 4 or 5 years back. From his wordings, I got this. This was an inspiration for me of my 18 years of research in the Amazon jungles among primitive Indians, of which 16 were permanent. I knew that I am the student, they are the professors. See, this is the thing. We are documenting everything from these people and making our companies make, you know, Sibaji ji, Smith Line, so many Glaxo. These are where does this lead get from? The basic information we are getting from these poor people. See, poor in the sense of money, but knowledge-wise, they are very rich. So I didn't present for a presentation's sake. I want some action from TDU part to see that our knowledge holders should be recognized properly and benefited. It is the only reason I presented this one. I never thought I want action, and I see I am doing it from my part. So many traditional physicians in Kerala are rising up. In Kerala, it is very difficult because everybody is very knowledgeable. They know, everybody knows newspaper reading, everything. So I request that those important persons who are hearing my lecture, as well as the TDU, to take a bold initiative to recognize that is what we can give to them as scientists, as officers, what we have to give to them. Because I told several years back that if this line of thinking go on, we will be in peril, utter peril. By God's grace, see what is happening. I am not afraid of COVID, madam. Sincerely telling, because I pray to COVID. I think it is a divine thing. Now, sidelining humans. Now we are jailed and the animals are roaming all. You can see in Wayanad every year. All these animals are coming out from the forest, wandering in our lands. Okay. So please, these words of Professor Richard Evans Schultz be in our mind. And before I conclude, my sincere thanks to the University of Transdisciplinary Health Sciences and Technology, Karnataka, Dr. Begum Madam has been consistently encouraging me. You know, that is very important. That is what I am telling. Teamwork, like-minded persons should come as a team and to do. We can do things. What is the importance of a team? Together, everyone achieves more. That is the expansion. And I am extremely grateful and thankful to the TDU for inviting me for this is the first lecture after my retirement. 2 or 3 is coming, and see that I will be of all sorts of assistance. My main objective is linkage between institutions, coordination. So I am able to coordinate all the institutes in our India and make our, I don't consider nation is big, but now you see that when we talk about the Indian borders or the Afghanistan borders or any borders, it is not our property, but God or nature has asked us to conserve the animals, plants, and other organisms within the boundaries by man on the basis of soil as well as atmospheric climatic factors. Just to think about that. You may, I'm a mad person, you may think, but just to think about that. Okay. Thank you. And I'm stopping here. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Radhakrishnan ji. That was a very interesting talk, because it was just not talking about the ethnobotany work of Kerala, but also you were trying to give a lead to the students, as rightly Dr. Saklani ji said, that there are several students here, and I'm sure they would be very enlightened to take the message that you're giving. Yes. To see that this also supports the livelihood of the tribal community, and it should not be human-centric, but it should be nature-centric. I think we should take up few questions with your permission, Dr. Radhakrishnan ji.
Okay.
Yeah. So I now give the floor to Manasvi. Manasvi, please take on the questions.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. So we have Dr. Kangjam, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, and he's asking, what are the challenges we need to face to better understanding of ethnobotany?
That is why that is what I told you. You should not sit in AC rooms and do theoretical thing. Go down to the people, understand the people. Then understand their mode of approach. You have to do intense field work, because that are the my 3 points earlier. How to become a good ethnobotanist. That is very important. You should remove your egos, whatever you have. If you go as like that, just approach a tribal knowledge person or any person. Give your information. You know, there is a Malayalam film started by Mohanlal, Muttu. They're telling, they don't know the language itself. Actually, it means kissing. He doesn't know. He just go there. And even one of the scientists I know very well, he directly went to the tribal people, both don't know the language. He then take his book and pen and said, you tell me all your knowledge. That is not the way of the approach. You have to live as one among them. That is why I told you an important point, patience. You see, because I can talk for hours. While we were going for this survey, one knowledgeable tribal person told me that, sir, after one hill, you have to walk 3 hours to get that plant. So we climbed 3 hills, 7:30 a.m. we left, we reaching there at 1 o'clock in the noon. Then the plant is not here. If you don't have the patience, what will we do? There will be fighting will be there. So then we say, no problem. But then he took it to another place and get it. See, that is the difference. So we should have a lot of patience. We should be, our eyes, ethnobotany is not that a simple job. Your eyes, all your things will be open. No, everything will be open. Actually, ethnobotany taught me how to move in night. I don't want, in the night I can move very well. Because due to that experience. Okay. So I am thankful to them about the movement of animals. You see, I asked this forest people officers, sir, we will make you accompany forest guard and all this. Then I told them, No, we should be unofficial. Don't be make official. Then we will make friends with them, because the tribals know each and every part of the forest. They know the animal movements. You don't know. It is a different world. Okay, thank you. This is my answer.
Next question.
Morris,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, Sambhaji, do go ahead. Yeah. Sambhaji, do you have a question? Okay, I'm gonna move on. Radha, do you have a question?
Actually, the question you type there. You can
Yeah,
see.
yeah, some of them is unmuting themselves. So, okay, so Suvarna,
Hello,
yeah.
hello, madam. Hello,
Hello.
sir.
Yes, please. Come on.
Good evening, sir. It's a wonderful lecture,
Good evening. Good evening.
really informative. And my question is whether this transdisciplinary subject is introduced in degree so that can be nourished and be taken to the research work further.
Yes, because we have gone through the BSc. You mean the degree level? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Degree.
Yes, sir.
Degree level, we will teach only the basic things in Kerala University. Very brief. But now we have changed the syllabus in 2020. I was one of the member. I have contributed to that one. And 2020 syllabus of Kerala University has come out. It is in a very short time. See, where are you from? Please, excuse me, where are
Sir,
you from?
myself from Karnataka, Mysore.
Oh, yes, that madam is there. Very important. Really, that is why you correlate with TDU. There are wonderful.
Yes, sir. Many
Okay.
more lectures I have heard.
Yes.
I have seen also very wonderful thought. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sir, one more question, if you don't mind.
Please, have on.
Sir,
We can discuss.
if it is available in master degree as a specialization.
Yes, in Kerala University it is there. Just introduced 2020.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
I have one question. Can I please?
Let me
Yes,
make-
go ahead, Mukta. Yeah.
That is why I said that we want action. We have to implement the things. Okay. Ethnobotany has got a wider scope. It is one of the, it has got a lot of scope, ethnobotany now. Okay. That's why. Okay. Next one.
Sir, I have one question.
Please.
What is the role of ethnic groups for conservation of natural resources?
I can't follow your question. Make it clear.
Sir, what is the role of ethnic groups or indigenous people to conservation of natural resources?
They are the people only conserving the natural resources. Okay. We should not teach them. We have to study from them. That is my only answer. They live with the nature.
Okay, sir. Fine.
One example, they know in forest fires, they know some plants which can cut off the fire. Simple example. Forest fire is very important. So that is that's my answer. Thank you for answering, for asking the question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. I have a question. So,
Please.
what is the role of ethnobotany in food security? What is the role of ethnobotany in food security, sir?
It is it has got a major role now. You see, I have eaten I have published a paper on the edible ethnobotany of edible plants of Kerala. See,
Yes, sir.
and I have written one point: the health and vitality enjoyed by the tribal communities have been attributed to these wild edibles. Now they have got diseases. Earlier they don't have any diseases because by trial and error they eat the wild tubers, wild fruits, wild leaves, and these things we have come bring it to the society. So they will also be benefited, but not by destroying the areas, habitats and all these things, but by ex situ cultivation. and conservation, we can do it. Okay, because I'm a person who had taken the food. So many species of Dioscorias, different species I have taken. So many fruits I have taken, so many leaves I have taken. See, my health is related to these wild animals. I may frankly say, because I was in the forest. At this age of 60 years, I can talk in this way. It is because of the blessings of the only. Okay, that's my answer.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening. What's your name?
Sir, my name is Azhar. Hello, Azharuddin, sir.
Oh, please.
Thanks, sir. It was a good presentation, sir, and very informative session. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, can we get your contact number, sir? Because I'm scholar from Vignan University. It is in Andhra Pradesh.
Okay.
I'm planning to do research on this one, medicinal plants.
Medicinal plants, okay. Medicinal plants is,
Yeah.
I'm telling, medicinal plants is not ethnobotany.
Okay.
Please, don't confuse. Medicinal plants is not, that is a component is there. A medicinal plant component, that is not as ethnomedicine. Okay.
Yeah.
But I am extremely happy that you are from Andhra Pradesh. There are so many tribal groups out there. Really, they are still. You can work on them.
Okay.
But don't work for your personal sake, I say.
No, it's not for personal, sir.
For you, you should benefit them. See, respect them. Only advice I can give is that. Okay.
Okay.
You help them and do it. Also help you. Okay. But always remember in the mind that they are our teachers. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashwin. You can contact it. My number is 944. Please write it.
Sir, 1 minute, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Sir, this will be uploaded on YouTube, so you can just type your number, or we'll share it through the email. I don't think it'll be right for the entire internet to know your number.
After this, I'm going away. You can give the number to everybody. You just share
we'll share it, sir. We'll share it in the chat box.
Chat box, my email ID and mobile number. Okay,
thanks, sir. Thanks, sir. Thanks.
Thank you very much. You can contact at any time, between 6 and 10:30. Okay.
Yeah.
Someone's asking, is there any lichen species used in Kerala by tribals?
It is used, but I cannot identify any lichens. There are, but it is some ferns, but lichens I haven't come across. Sorry, I haven't come across. But there's another division is doing that one on lichenology. They are doing. Okay. But I will look at it. Okay, I'm not hearing. Okay.
Yes, sir. Someone else is asking, what role do women play as traditional knowledge holders? Are they important in this ethnobotany field? Yeah.
Very, very good question. Very good question. There are a lot of women. That is why I'm telling. It is not the gents only. There are, for this pregnancy and all these things, women are paying. Not only that, there are very vaidyas among women in tribals as well as folks. I request you, where is he? What is his name and where is he coming from? What is his name and where is he coming from?
You can unmute yourself, whoever asked the question. One sec, I'll just. Kuntal Narayan Chaudhary.
From?
He's not said anything. He said in Western Ghats, I think he's working.
No, which is the state he's from? He's from West Bengal, Chaudhary, or from Bihar?
I'm not sure, sir. I think he's working in Western Ghats, not from.
Let him ask. Ask him.
Yeah, he's connecting, sir.
I'm from Kolkata, sir. I'm a college teacher.
Yes, that's right. Chaudhary, I just, okay. What is your question?
Sir, I wanted to know about the role of women in conserving traditional knowledge, sir.
It's a very good question, and there are a lot of women out there. Not only in conservation as well as in ethnomedicine and all these areas, there are a lot of women who are still lying hidden. That is what we are doing to bring them out, to know about them. Because one of our Lakshmikuti, one tribal healer from Kerala got the Padma Shri, Lakshmikuti, Kani Karthi, from the Kani tribe of Kerala. 2019, I think 2018, Padma Shri. Is to Lakshmikuti. So many women got, so many. If you check the last 1 or 2 years, Padma Shri, you can see that all are traditional people. Very many people don't know them. So, are you working on ethnobotany?
Yes, I'm working in the Purulia district. It's a tribal dominated district, sir.
Kolkata. There are good taxonomies there. There's the Kalyani University.
Sir, Professor A.P. Das from North Bengal University.
A.P. Das sir is there. A.P. Das sir.
I know him.
He's very close to me, Dr. A.P. Das. All are close to me from Kolkata. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Just convey my regards to him. Okay. And for any help, you can contact me. I've given the phone number and email. Okay. I am not a big person, but whatever I can do, I can help you. Okay. Or guide you.
Very inspiring.
Okay.
Sir. Hello. Hello.
We'll first go with Sanket and then Ravi Chandran. You can ask it.
Hello, sir. I am Sanket Sirsat from Maharashtra. Sir, how I can become a ethnobotanist? Because this pandemic, what is the challenges? Hello.
Why you are afraid? If you go, if you hide anywhere, I don't want to explain. If you go, you be bold. If it comes, let it come. You cannot hide from anywhere. Frankly telling, you know, I take. I am not. I already in the beginning itself, though it is not related to this. I say that I pray to COVID. Frankly telling, I am 60 years old. I am not because of fear or anything like that. Because there is something in it, a mystery in it. That is why. My second is I use this. I always hot vapor as well as pepper vapors. I take homeo medicine actually from July 2020, August 20. Okay, July 2020. I was taking homeo medicine every month. 4 Arsenicum alba. Arsenicum alba, 4 granules for 3 days, early morning, one time. Then I used to vaporize myself with this pepper leaves with simply pepper leaves. Though I have taken 1 vaccination, okay, we cannot predict anything, but you can prepare. You can prepare. You can prepare for you have to be thorough with taxonomy. You have to you have to work with a vision and mission. Actually, I'm telling. We should not for ethnobotanists for ethnobotany's sake. We should be responsible to the society. Every ethnobotanist should be responsible to the society. That is what I wish, frankly. So this is my answer. Okay, is it clear?
Okay, well.
Sanket?
Yeah, can I? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ravi Chandran, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sir, Dr. Radhakrishnan. This is Dr. Ravi Chandran from Tamil Nadu, Manonmaniam Sundana University.
Okay, sir.
It is a fascinating lecture, sir. I enjoyed it, so I joined only by 5:15.
Oh, sir.
It was quite useful. And sir, my question is with reference to conservation, like how tribal people are, given a chance for in situ conservation purposes. Is there any policy with reference to the Forest Department or the Government of India so that tribal people can be part of the major conservation issues in the Western Ghats?
Sir, that is the other part, but it's not directly related to me, but I must say that we are not got in that policy level, but
Yeah.
I'll tell that there was a meeting held at Thiruvananthapuram so many years back by the formation of this EDCs and what is called the other one is there?
Eco-development conservation?
No, eco-development committees, EDC,
Okay.
that is for the reserve forest, and another one. So I was the youngest person called there.
Okay,
And DG of forest, so many important people there to discuss on the issue, what you are told. That is about 25 years back.
Okay.
And then I tell only one line. Consider tribal communities as protectors of forests.
Yeah, that is a requirement.
That is the only line I have told. If you do anything good or anything bad, it can be done with the help of the tribal communities.
Yeah.
So
true, very much true.
After that, sir, after that, this came. I know EDC and there's another one is also there. So now they are in Kerala. They are being involved, sir, in all these programs.
Yeah.
Very happy to say. That is why forest fires, etc., are very less in Kerala.
Okay.
If we go to climb on the hills, we will take days. But these people, within 1 or 2 hours, they will reach the top. Very fast movers.
True.
Yes, sir. So I am extremely happy that now the tribals are giving. Now the forest department, tribals clash, nothing like that sort of.
Yes, not much. The
reason is that this is due to our inputs from the scientists.
Okay.
Our scientists and professors have played a very important role in this matter. So in Kerala, I know about Kerala. Kerala is a friendly approach. In situ or ex situ, everything they are doing.
Yes, sir. Very much true, sir. Sir, one more question. Like, in fact, TDU was part of conservation issues for quite some time. But is there any study from them, or you are aware that what happened to MPCA projects?
But that question, I am not from TDU. That will be answered by Professor Noori. But I have visited their areas.
Yeah, that's
but that I will tell to them directly, sir. I cannot open this.
Okay, fine.
Can I answer that question?
Yes.
So actually, TDU was involved in establishing around 110 MPCAs, and after that, state the Medicine Plant Board and NMPB have today, as of today, established around 210 MPCAs.
Okay.
And as of now, TDU is involved in revisiting the MPCAs and looking at the health status of the MPCA. And in those, especially we finished one in southern India. Now the ongoing project is in West Bengal, where we are trying to look at the threatened plant species which are there in the MPCAs. What are the populations? What is the anthropogenic pressures? And compare what was the situation 10 years back and today. So and after that, now there is an ongoing project from NMPB where we are now trying to study the whole MPCA status in the country. So probably that would give us a kind of a view that how we could go out as further. But as of now, we are now revisiting MPCAs and looking at the situations that exist currently.
Okay, thank you, both of you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So I think that's all the questions we'll take for today. But I would like to invite Sikarwa sir to say some things since you're here.
Yes.
Before we end the webinar.
Sikarwa sir, thank you so much that you took out your time to join us. And आप कुछ शब्द बताइए.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations to you, Noori madam, for organizing such a wonderful lecture. Or as Radhakrishnan already told, he is my best friend. I know he is a very good worker. So I think all of we have enjoyed his lecture. A very good lecture he has delivered. So congratulations, Dr. Radhakrishnan and
Thank you,
Dr.
Scotty.
Nuri for continuing this webinar series lecture on ethnobotany to aware our younger generation particularly. So thank you very much. Thank you.
So last time Dr. Sirkawara was there. He was my friend. So both the friends have completed our term. Dr. Sirkawara.
Manasri, somebody has raised the hand now.
Yes, they've vanished. They did raise their hand, but it's gone. Someone else also had a question. You can just ask that. Suvarna? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. So, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes. Hello, sir. Hello. I am hearing. Okay.
Sir, my question is, community is involved in conservation of natural resources and nature, no? Incentives have been given for them? In the sense, any rules are there, amendment have been done in biodiversity conservation? Incentives in the sense to help them to livelihood.
Yeah. Incentives, I told you that it is biodiversity board. I have not worked in the, they have got rules. They have got rules and regulations, but we do as a human being, but that is more important. When after reading these rules and regulations, we can do nothing. So what is fair, we can do. You see, while I was working in the medicinal plant board, we have, then I was the senior scientific officer. We have done a wonderful work. That is buyback arrangement on cultivation of medicinal plants. They got some 2.5 lakhs rupees within 2 years profit.
Yes, sir.
Still we have a model that is appreciated nationally while I was in the board. So there are so many things we can do, but only if you go through the rule, nothing will work. That is the problem. But it should not be harmful to them. That's the main thing. Okay. So there are we have a Grameenam project in Medicinal Plants Board where some of the farmers, I am coming to the farmer community, tribals are also involved. They are benefited. We are making buyback arrangement with industries. Simple thing. These are all very simple things. Don't think of writing all these things. We all get together. Okay, you can do this. I can do this. You can do this. What do you want? Okay, right. Very easy. These are all very, one page MOU.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think we'll just take one last selfie, I guess. Everybody can switch on their cameras. Sir, can you stop sharing your PPT? Stop sharing screen.
Stop sharing, yeah? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do switch on your cameras. We'd like to take a picture.
Eye looks very big, but others are very small.
I will, one sec, sir. Yeah.
I should be one among you. Dr. Vartika is there, eh? She's an important person is there. Vartika, urban ethnobotany. Catch hold of her, eh? It's a good lecture.
Yes. You can just say, Manasri, when you're ready.
Yeah, some people are still switching on their cameras. So.
Ask them to sit on. You should have announced it earlier.
Yeah. But the questions were so interesting, so I didn't want to stop that.
Live,
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will be monotonous. Okay.
Yeah.
Photo taking is not our objective. We
Yes.
want some very good students coming out to ethnobotany. That is our objective. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Smile.
All her all persons
Okay.
have left actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Many have left. But these are the true passionate people about ethnobotany, I assume.
Can
that
you
you
switch
have
on
stayed back.
Dr. Vartika, switch off on the mic. She is muted.
Vartika?
Muted. Dr. Vartika Jain.
Yeah.
She is.
Hello.
Dr. Vartika.
Yeah, namaskar, sir.
How are you?
Yes, sir. Fine. Thank you, sir. Very nice presentation. So very informative, sir. Thanks a lot.
Next is your presentation. Urban ethnobotany, very important. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, sir.
I suggest
I
your
can do
name.
that.
Myself as over. Okay.
Yeah,
We are
yeah.
taking your suggestions, sir. And we are going to approach Dr. Vartika Jain very soon.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am,
Can
we get this picture?
Yeah, we will be posting it on our social media platforms. If you want, I will email it to you also. You just
Thanks.
drop your email ID on the Dropbox. I'll do that. Yeah.
Ma'am, can you have any other session? Can you let us know?
Yes, we'll definitely let you.
Yes.
Yeah. We organize once in 2 weeks ethnobotany and other plant systematic webinars. So if you sign up for the mailing list in the feedback form, we will be sending you mailings regularly.
Thanks. I sent that to me, mail ID, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Thanks.
We will now be closing the meeting.
Thank
you,
you,
Radhakrishnan.
thank you, Dr. Radhakrishnan, sir. Being Onam, you took your time. Sikarwarji, thank you. Much supportive, always joining us and giving us the kind of a blessing.
We are all with you.
Yes.
Atlani ji to join us, and everyone, Rauji from TDU, and there are so many well-wishers who have joined. And the presence makes us more confident to come back again with a bang and with a and to do better. Thank you once again, and have a good weekend.
Thank you. Thank you, Nuri
Thanks, ma'am.
madam. Thank you very much.
And happy